Hello, friends. Welcome to Punch and Roll. We are back after a bit of a hiatus, and there's been a lot going on. So, guys, catch me up. What you been up to? We'll just start with Emily because you're to my right on the screen.
Well, I don't, you know what? I do have something. I have jumped headfirst into being a marching band parent. So, volunteering at a lot of marching band competitions and serving food and hanging with the kids and, pushing a bunch of percussion equipment on the field. And it's actually, I never got to do marching band in high school because when my band director was hired before me, he was basically like, look, I'll give you guys an international concert band, but I'm not doing marching band. And the school board was like, yeah, sounds great. Okay, fine. So we had, we did cool, we did amazing things as a band and it was really, really lovely, but we never touched marching band. So it's been really fun to see it on such a granular level and be involved and even occasionally run into band directors that I knew in high school at these competitions as judges. So that's been my life.
That's awesome. I always loved how drum majors run onto the field. We'll get them sometime. It's a very interesting run.
It's fascinating to watch them at competitions once they do when they're announcing the standings of everyone. They've all got these fancy things that they what are they called, salutes or things that and they're very coordinated and together and wow, so fancy.
That's so cool. Okay, we'll go to Crystal because I'm just going across my screen.
Okay. Well, I was supposed to be up in Pennsylvania with my younger brother this week. And, basically, when we left, we got about 10 minutes down the road and the fuel pump and water pump died in our vehicle. So I'm here still. And I have been doing stress baking the last 2 days. So yesterday I made some very delicious milk bread. Thank you, TikTok, for that recipe. And today I made ginger snaps, and they're delicious.
Oh, that sounds so good. You know the rule. You got to bring enough for everybody.
I'm sorry. They're downstairs.
Oh, they're all gone. You're like, what ginger
Probably.
snaps?
My family loves those. So
Yum.
So good.
We have to be able to do that handoff between the squares where, you get the next person goes, oh, I have it here. You got to be able to do that special effect with the milk bread for sure.
Well, at least you didn't break down far from home. Glad you're safe.
Yes, we have said many times, it was better to break down before we leave city limits and have people who can help us versus at a random rest stop in West Virginia or something on the way there. So if it was going to happen, this is the best way for it to happen.
All right, let's go Colby. I'm going left to right
here.
Okay.
Let's see. I did some traveling. I went up to California and got to look at some really lovely places up in Napa and Sonoma, and I got to ride in a hot air balloon for the first time, which was terrifying until you got up there, and then it's super peaceful. And I was like, oh, this is really nice. I like this. I got to do some good hiking and some cooking and all kinds of stuff like that. And just kind of been nice. And now back to the fun stuff. I've been working on my pirate book today in the booth, doing all my fun pirate voices, which is great and really tough on the voice.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Do you got some tea handy?
Oh, absolutely. Yes. It was so funny. I was at Whole Foods and I came up and I had this whole big thing of Granny Smith apples. And he's like, oh, you just snacking on these or are you doing a recipe? And I went, well, green apples are the things that narrators use when they get in the booth to stop from clicking, and they're like, oh, you actually, and so I got to tell them about, narrating and all this kind of stuff like that. And that's always kind of fun. It's I suppose, I don't know if you're necessarily supposed to interact that much with the cashier at Whole Foods, but he seemed like a really cool guy and there was no one behind us. So it was just like, hey man, what's up?
And you'll never have to go to the doctor.
Well, let's hope. Yes.
An apple a day.
Well, yeah, but actually, technically that does leave you still 3 short each day on fruits and vegetables, but
All right, and to Rachel.
Well, we got a third Maine Coon kitten. who has taken up a lot of our time. It's the only girl, so we have 2 boys and a girl, and we have 5 dogs, 2 of them puppies. So the joke is we have a Catholic family of animals in the house right now. And it's pure chaos on the farm.
You'll have to bring your new kitten into the booth one time. We'll do another pet
I
day.
will be able to, yes. On the next pet day, I can introduce Winter. She has 7 toes on both of her fronts, so she has very prominent mittens, and she's adorable.
Oh.
Can we get like
Mittens
little
in the
tiny
mitten state.
headphones?
Yes, I will get her little headphones. She will hate it, but I will force it.
Oh my gosh, how cute.
Train them early.
Cute.
Yes.
Oh, awesome. I've just been doing too much writing. I got switched over from comics to video game development. So I'm working on a video game now. A lot of dialogue. It's a lot of fun. But it's a lot of writing.
Do you have a full-on like writer's room that you're working with, or are you guys just kind of handing a script back and forth through like a Dropbox, or what's the process like on that?
For the comics, we do have a writer's room. For this one right now, I'm the primary writer till they hire someone else. So I'm basically working very closely with the game developers, and they just tell me like, this is what the art looks like. This is what we kind of need around it. And I'm like, okay. And I just type up stuff, and we're still in demo phase at this point. It's cool though. I'm enjoying it. Yeah. It's cool to be on this side of it, you know? So yeah. And we see we've got Spencer in the chat. We got Matthew in the chat. Emily's in the chat, but Emily's also here. So
Hey,
hi Matthew. Hi Spencer. And recap time. Take it away, Colby.
Okay. Previously on Punch and Roll Season 2. Oop, I killed it again. When we last left our intrepid heroes, they had been transported to a far-flung moon base overlooking a colorful planet in the background. We come to realize that our heroes are not simply lost in a galaxy far, far away, but are also afflicted with an intermittent illness, one making them unable to access many of the structures of this new realm. And as if that weren't enough, they are only able to communicate with others who are likewise afflicted. Affliction symptoms include lethargy, dry mouth, loss of fine motor skills, loss of all magical powers, an urge to break into space bars, an urge to remove windows from said space bars, an urge to replace windows in aforementioned space bars, and an increasing frustration with the communication skills of unafflicted NPCs. We seem to be zombies and seem to be unable to do a lot of our regular hero stuff, which leaves us to answer the question, will we turn evil? Dun, dun, dun.
Colby, you just over succeeded. You are now going to have to do every recap.
Yes, that was amazing.
Congrats. A victim of your own
I'm following that
brilliance.
up next time.
Thank you so much. You like me. You really like me.
Very much
Terrific.
so.
Terrific. So I think where we left off, you guys were trying to fetch a key from the mayor, waiting for the secretary to come back.
Yes.
You got what's gonna call it? Hemmed in by some irate townsfolk, and you're in the middle of a battle.
Oh,
Just
they got
as
so
a
mad I
goodie.
blew the dome open.
Oh, and also, chat, I don't know if you realize we're missing Max, but don't worry, Sticky is going to be played by Crystal tonight. So Crystal is doing double duty as both Kalish and Max. So this is gonna be a treat. This will be fun. So don't be confused. So just to go over again, initiative order, it's Yuza, Galish, Sticky. So you got your double duty right there, Crystal. Lazuli, Uthal, and then the thugs. There is so Sticky, Lazuli, and Yuza, I believe, are in the front. There is a thug in front of Sticky. There is a dead thug in front of Lazuli, and there is one in front of Yuza.
Yeah.
That is where we are at right now, and it goes to Yuza top of the round.
Well, the question is, are we still gray now that Lazuli killed a citizen?
Yes, you are, because you are in the middle of battle, so you haven't had time to do anything with them. Although that would be hilarious if you're like, pause, please. Hold on. We got to talk
I'm
there.
literally wondering, can we just disengage?
You know, I didn't think about that. Disengage to suck the
Pest.
life force out. That is hilarious. I mean, sure, why not?
I will hold my action to disengage if everyone else does.
Yes.
Sure.
So the whole party just takes like a step back.
Now that we killed one, we're just gonna walk it back.
That's right.
We're like 20 steps back, Colby. 20, like, you know, just out of range.
Yeah.
Like a warning shot, but more permanent.
A warning death, yes.
Is that what everybody wants to do on this round? Is disengage? Okay, so I've got
To see if
Yuza.
it works. Nita.
We need
Nita.
to test things.
That's right.
Okay. I've got Yuza and Lasley for sure disengaging. Galish and Sticky?
I think disengaging would be a good idea. I think disengaging would be a good strategy in this situation.
Thank you, Sticky. Your support, as always, is so appreciated. Together we can.
Always,
Okay,
my
and-
dear.
Uthal, are you also disengaging?
Well, yeah, I mean, I just want to support the team, so that seems like what we're doing.
Okay, so none of you are taking an attack on this round. You're all disengaging and backing
And-
up.
Moving. Yes.
Okay.
And
That's
changing color, right?
That is hilarious. Well, no, the thugs still have to attack you. They still have a round. They still have
The past
do.
need to attack.
They can try.
If we all step back simultaneously, does like that cue the Thriller soundtrack? Doom, 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 doom.
I'm just thinking, like, have you ever seen those things where, like, it's like they line everyone up and they're like, "Who did this?" and like everybody but one steps back. Like, you guys.
Everyone but the dead body steps back.
It does confuse the people you're fighting with. They're kind of like, what? That thug that was in front of Sticky is gonna go after Sticky. Close the gap. And let me look at my thing here. Second.
All I hear in my head is mind the gap. Mind the gap.
Yes, mind the gap. Give me 1 second to just kind of look at this here.
So in our current state, we can still use anything described as a simple weapon, yes?
Melee, yes.
Anything that's melee, and we can use anything that's not simple as a melee weapon.
Yes.
11 to hit Sticky. I'm guessing that's not going to do anything.
No, it doesn't
Okay.
hit me.
So basically, as Sticky is
Evasion.
disengaging, they're like swiping at you, and it doesn't quite connect. The one in front of Lasley's dead. The one in
Yes.
front of Yuza is also going to go after Yuza. It's for 17 to hit.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh no,
Um,
use a deer. Take care.
Aw.
6 plus 2. I have a cat on my lap, so it's harder to maneuver right now. 7 damage.
Okay.
And he says, "That's what you get for trying to run."
Oh, don't worry.
Hey, Rad,
This
welcome
is just a
in.
brief disengagement.
A brief disengagement.
I worry,
Yeah.
user.
Top of the round to Yuza. What are you doing?
Didn't we disengage?
You did disengage. I mean, he's in front of you now, though, so I guess technically you're engaged again.
Oh, you guys are such a cute couple.
But what about the rest of us?
So right now, the only one that connected is with Yuza. Everybody else is technically disengaged.
So when we get past Yuza, we will know whether or not this worked.
I guess so.
I'm going to disengage and hide behind Lazuli.
Question: aren't you taller than last?
Oh, I'll crouch.
Uh-oh.
Just checking. All right, so you're disengaging again. Anything else you want to do? I guess that's pretty
Crouch
much
behind Lazuli.
it. Okay, fair enough. To Galish.
Galish is gonna look at their hands and see if they start changing colors. Does Galish perceive a change in color?
I mean,
Do tell.
you walked away from the body. You didn't interact with it. Didn't
We
you
didn't
didn't you
interact with the other one.
I think you guys did.
I mean, Sticky ate it, but
He was
But
the only
then we
one.
determined that was not the thing.
correct.
After we healed, then we picked up the body, but we didn't touch them before we healed.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was just
This
like
is-
an AoE.
They're your rules.
I know this is kind of throwing a wrench in my thought because in theory
Aha.
it would have been after. I'm not sure if we can do partial non-zombiness.
Oh, yes, we can.
Galish, you're a ranger, correct?
Yes.
What is let me look at your sheet here. Right now you're all melee. What is something you were not able to do when you were underpowered?
I would not have been able to do mending or illusion,
Okay.
right?
So I think to make this easier, because it's still technically in the middle of combat, if you guys like take its life force basically in the middle of combat, it'll give you back one skill or one ability that you didn't have before. I'm gonna give you 100, which is really like I think all Leslie wants. Leslie's like, this is a scientific mission. I don't care about anything.
Well, now we have the science, so yes.
Okay, so whatever one skill or ability that you did not have before, just let me know what it is that you're bringing back.
Let's do minor illusion.
Okay. Are you going to use that on this guy?
Are you going to use your illusion?
I suppose I just have to think of what I would want to use it for right now. Let's do a
That's a promising laugh.
it's something that Galish would do. I don't know that it's gonna help.
Commitment to the character.
Let's do Galish creates an illusion of a bunch of poo falling from some unnamed place, and it lands right on top of the body, and it's like a mound of poo. And
Okay.
Oh, that's a good one, Galish. Good thinking.
Is there like a wisdom or something saving throw that they would need to do against that? I'm totally not looking at the sheet, so let me look.
Save versus space poo.
You were doing minor illusion. If you create an image, that's for the duration. If you dismiss an action, so you are creating a physical thing.
Are there like
Physical
air
interaction.
circulation fans for the atmosphere?
Isn't it an
Throw the poo
NPC?
at the fan? No.
I'm sorry, I'm hearing two things at once. What did Colby? What did you say? And then
I was just wondering if we could, if there was fans like atmospheric circulation fans, and if we could throw the poo there, then the poo would hit the. Never mind.
Beautiful.
I didn't think about the
Open.
HVAC system or whatever of the dome. We'll say it's fanless at this point. I think that's easier. And Rachel, what did you say?
I said I think minor illusion is like a int DC, depending on who casts it. Like I have that spell and it's a DC int 14, but I'm a wizard, so I don't know if it's different modifiers for Galish.
Rangers aren't charisma based, are they? They're
No, it just says check against your spell save DC. I'm thinking it's it says I'm thinking it's against intelligence 13. That's what it has on your sheet. So
yeah.
we'll just roll. And they rolled a 14.
Aw.
So they think it's weird. Like, what on earth is this? But after like some initial they're like, okay, it's not gonna hurt me. So
It was still an excellent effort, Galish.
Thank you.
anything else you want to do, Galish?
No. I'm good.
Okay. All right, to
Do we
Sticky.
just
yeah.
quickly? Do we just have one person still attacking us, or is the second one still coming even if they missed?
You have 2 people attacking you, but only one is actually actively
Engaged in it.
Who's
Okay.
up. Yeah, because the other one missed. So yeah.
Gotcha.
All right. So Sticky.
Oh, yes. Well, now. Let me look
I
at
love this.
I have my ability back. Yes, correct? A ability, I believe you
One
said.
ability. Your
Yes,
choice,
thank
Sticky.
you. Thank you. Okay. Now, I need to review my character sheet to see what I would like to have back. Thank you.
I love this.
This is really
And-
good, Crystal.
Let's see. You said it had to be martial if we're like, no, melee. Would things such as my dagger, which is a finesse thing, also be a melee weapon? Or am I misunderstanding what exactly you mean by that?
Right now, as zombies, you are all melee. So he can use his dagger as long as he's not throwing it, or he could throw it really poorly, I suppose. But yes.
All right. I'm trying to see what he could get back. And
Yusa, do you still have my hand axe?
I do.
Yes, okay, great.
Let's see. What
Sorry,
did he do?
Sticky. My apologies, Sticky, dear. I just had to check with Yusa on something.
oh, that's all right, my dear. Any time that you need to check with Yusa about anything at all, it is fine by me. Let's see. Could he have, I don't know, fast hands back?
Sure.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Well, I'm not going to use it at this present moment. I don't think that would be necessary. But who is the individual in the most immediate danger from these townspeople?
I believe that would be Yuza, although technically there is still one in front of you. They whiffed. Remember, they were trying to hit you?
Right. Well, I think that I would like to go and defend Yuza using, a dagger. And hit the person with the dagger.
I am so loving this. Go ahead, roll. Let me know what you get.
All right.
Matthew says your impression is perfect. Isn't it, though? Isn't it? Oh my gosh.
I mean, we are narrators. We're good at this.
Yes. Well, I do believe that I have rolled a 20? Is that correct?
oh,
A
that is
dirty
more
20,
than-
dear. Yes.
More than
Dirty
that.
20.
A dirty 20.
A dirty 20. Okay, thank you. Does that hit?
It does hit.
All right.
Soundly.
Let me just roll my damage. Oops, that's the wrong button. There we go. And that is 16 piercing damage.
Oh my good.
My.
Wow. Give me a second.
Well done, dear. Now that's why I love you. Well done.
Thank you, darling. Anything to protect the group.
All right. The one in front of you is looking a little worse for wear. Yeah. Just FYI. Anything else you want to do, Sticky?
I will read up on what fast hands is about and possibly use that next time. But for now, I will let the next person go to move on with combat.
I think that's a brilliant idea. I love it. I love it, Galish/Sticky. Your dual personality. It's great. All right, to Lazuli.
Well, Lazuli watches Sticky moving out of range of the one that whiffed and thinks, you know what, this would be an excellent opportunity to get a good hit in the back of that one. So she's going to re-engage because she has no abilities to turn back on. All she's going to use is her normal speed, not zombie speed this time. Is that all right?
Sure, but I mean, technically, since you all did disengage to take some of its life, in theory, you are allowed to have one ability back. You don't have to.
Yes, but I don't have an ability that I lost other than my strength and speed.
Oh, okay.
For I am a melee fighter, so.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay,
So
then. Go ahead and let me know what you roll.
I am going to roll. Oh, make it worth it. That's worth it. That's a 21. Yes.
Oh, that hits.
Oh, that means I need to roll some damage. Well, 7 is not inspiring, but it's something.
And which one were you going for again?
The one that had whiffed last time.
Oh, okay. Cool. He's still on his feet.
Yes.
That did some damage, though. He's not happy. Is there anything else that Leslie wants to
As
do?
opposed to before, he was just brimming with happiness.
No, that will do for me. Thank you, dear.
See, that's what all you guys are having is a pleasant conversation in the street. That's all it is. All right, to Uthal.
Whichever one is closest to me, I think I'm gonna clunk him with my mace.
Now, where were you in relation? So it was like Sticky, Lazuli, Yuza up in front. I'm assuming Gaelish was probably behind them, so we never really established where you were.
I thought I was standing next to Gaelish.
I mean, you are, but who are you behind in the front?
I'm trying to theater this, so I can't remember exactly where I was. I thought it was like Gaelish was here, and I was just back and to the left of them.
Okay, so if you're on the left, you're probably behind Sticky.
Okay.
So you're going for the one that was going after Sticky.
Okay.
Cool.
Never mind.
What did you get?
Doesn't matter.
For the audience, let the audience know what you got.
8.
All right, yeah, that misses.
Yep.
Dear.
So
Just kind of swinging at mosquitoes.
they're annoying, but they're far away, Alrighty, and let's see here. Okay, so that one that Lazuli went after, they weren't happy about that. 19 to hit.
Oh. Did I miss that hit me?
Does a 19 hit you?
Oh, almost certainly. Yes, it does.
Okay.
Oh, dear.
It's 2. That would be 5 damage.
Well, I can survive that.
He's pissed.
Yes.
You give him a good big whap upside the head. He wasn't happy about that.
I did do that, yes.
You're like, I'm so proud of myself. And then there's the other one who's kind of stumbling on his feet, but both Gaelish, or was it Sticky? I'm getting confused now.
Sticky.
Both Sticky and Yuza took a whap out of him. 14. And we're going to say going after Sticky.
Does that hit his AC?
It was a swing on Sticky.
Yes,
Yeah.
for Sticky.
So is Sticky's armor class better than 14?
Sticky?
Let me turn back to Sticky's character sheet. Yes, it is greater than 14.
Oh, all right. So they just, they're barely on their feet. They're just kind of like, ugh, and it just whiff. Okay, top of the round to Yuza.
Okay, so when I duck behind Lazuli to get away from it all, my hands are obviously like up by my face and I realize they're warm again. So I have fire again. So I jump up and scream and turn back around. And the one who hit me, because I'm petty, I'm going to redeem Hellish Rebuke as the thing I got back. And I am going to hellishly rebuke him. And he has to make a dex save.
Okay. I just love the fact that you're like, because I'm petty. That's your like war cry. Oh my gosh, let me look at this here.
Know thyself, says Socrates. Well done.
Oh, 14.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh,
It's
wow.
a DC 12.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Granted, you just got your powers back, so you're probably like, oh my gosh, and you're so excited that your rebuking goes, you're overzealous in your rebuke, shall we say.
I'm blinded. I'm jaded.
Oh, man. Anything else you want to do?
No, just my hellish rebuke.
Just hide behind Lazuli again?
Yeah, I'm still behind Lazuli because it's cast.
That's a perfectly reasonable place to be, dear.
Oh, man. That's awesome. Matthew says pettiness is the ultimate power for Yuza. We should
That
think
is
that
my
like the pettiness spell.
Yes.
Okay, to Gaelish.
Okay. I think I'm gonna get in on this one that Sticky and User are after because, yeah, he's still standing, right? He's like,
He is.
okay.
He's definitely looking pretty bad, but he's still kind of swaying on his feet.
Sweet. I'm gonna go after him with my short sword. So I'm rolling. I'm waiting for it. That's a 22.
Oh, that hits.
Ooh.
Yes. Alrighty.
So,
And the
You're on
damage
fire,
is
Gaelish. Keep it up.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. I'm trying.
and what did you roll for damage?
A 6.
So close. He's really, yeah. You get the feeling that if you just went, he would just topple over, but he's not quite down yet. Anything else you want to do?
No, I'm good.
Okay, well then your alter ego Sticky. It's now his turn.
Ah, yes. Well, let's go ahead and why don't we finish this one off, shall we? I think I will use my rapier to go ahead and stab this person as best as I can.
Oh my god.
And that is
Oh,
an
yeah.
18. Does an 18 hit?
An 18 definitely hits. Let me know what the damage is.
Most excellent. And that is 20.
Oh my! That's called overkill. Sticky, tell me how you
Oh,
take him down.
Gosh.
I quite simply take my rapier and stab it through the person's heart and withdraw it. And there's a beautiful, glorious spurt of blood that gets a little bit on me so that I can display my prowess on my chest.
Beautiful. Beautiful. I love it. I love it. Anything else you want to do, Sticky?
I would like to take a bow.
I mean, and even though you are fighting the townsfolk, technically their own, you do hear like in the back a couple, ooh, like just a few. It was a very impressive display. So yes, despite themselves, they're cheering. All right. Is that it for Sticky then?
Yes, I do believe it is.
Okay, to Lazuli.
Well, Lazuli wonders if anyone else is foolhardy enough to engage, for we have taken out the 2 thugs. Are there others foolish
You still
enough?
have 1 on the board.
Oh, blimey, all right. Well, I will swing strongly. And I roll, I roll a 25.
That does it. Let me know what your damage is.
My damage is a 4. Wait. No, that's not true. No. I score a critical hit with a roll of 19, and it was a natural 19 with my bonus was 25. So that's a critical. Hold, please. That is instead 16 slashing damage with my greatsword.
That is
Hey!
absolutely beautiful. He's still on his feet, but
Well, that's infuriating.
definitely looking not so hot.
I move. That is all I can do. Thank you.
All right. To Uthal.
Well, I'm going to step to him and maybe see if I can hit him with this mace.
Okay.
Does a 17 hit?
It does.
Excellent. And 7 bludgeoning damage.
Tell me how you finish him off.
I jog his memory. I jog his memory right on top of the head. And he just goes straight back.
Short and sweet, right?
Yep. I think I jogged his memory too hard.
All right. So everybody is at your feet. The one in the middle is kind of looking drained. You still have the other two, and you are out of initiative.
Well, I hope that clears up what people endure when they go up against us. So don't do it.
You hear from the crowd, okay, no, you're fine.
Yes.
And that one that was clapping for Sticky does say, I never liked them anyway. They were really big bullies. And you do kind of hear that murmur from the other people, like, yeah.
Well, all right then. Good to know. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, won't have to lose any sleep over that now.
Is there anything you want to do?
I want to turn around and peek through the door and see if the key is here yet.
Yes. The things that matter.
Fair enough. So as you turn around, you do see like an eye at the little peephole, and they're shaking and they're like, oh my God, that was crazy. Here you go. And they slide the key through the mail slot towards you. You know, you kind of hear the rattling in the grate. I don't know what you call those things. And they're like, just take it and go. There's suits right by the door, so you're safe from the space elements. Just bring back the key eventually, please. You know?
We will do our best. Thank you.
Thank you. We don't want any trouble. Thank you.
Finally.
Do that.
Well, guess what, guys? We've got data.
Yeah.
Actually, does this mean we're now all back at full strength? Because
are we all colored now?
Yes.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Oh, so she could hear us speaking. She could hear us speaking now.
Yeah,
yes, she can.
I thought it was like the space worm thingy thing that we killed before, but it seems like if we kill anything,
it's anything, which I think means that our original plan works well, which is the murder tunnel.
Yes. If we can find a way to stabilize it so it doesn't wear off again.
That's an interesting question. Yes, we haven't. Well, so the key is to the outside, right? The mayor is not seeing us.
Right. And then we have to go put on the space armor.
Why are we going again?
To look for a way to get to the home planet, right?
Yeah, the big planet over there.
Oh, is that what we're doing? I thought we gave that plan up. The bloodlust. I've lost the plot here.
It's all right. You do hear the secretary inside say, if you go outside a couple, like maybe, a day or two away is the greenhouses and other offices, and where we had the, I guess you would call it like the hangar, right, for the space. Words are escaping me, guys. The spaceships. Yeah, the spacecrafts. We sent people out there. We haven't heard from them in a long time.
Right. We were going to investigate what's going on out there and see if we can talk to someone in the research facility about this.
Yes. I believe that's where you had wanted to go in your 15-page manifesto that you wrote for the mayor. That is what you wanted to do. So have at it, have fun, and don't die.
Let's go. Oh, that does sound delightful. And Lazuli takes off towards the exit and the suits.
Is there anything you guys want to do before you leave?
No. No, I won't. We've little to do with this.
Oh, so you want to put these annoying people in our rearview mirror?
Yes.
I will will shoot a fire up to the hole she created in the dome to remelt it, as I said I would do after our threat was over, so they aren't just leaking air anymore.
You do hear sighs of relief from the crowd, and ooh, cool, because they didn't know that was possible.
And as Sticky passes through the crowd, he'd like to see what he can find with his little fingers. And if there's
Well,
anything
they're watching
interesting
my
in
fire
anyone's
display.
pockets.
I believe you're up to full normal strength or whatever again. Let me see. I'm looking at Sticky's sheet here. Are you just
Pickpocketing for the joy of it? Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, I
pretty
am.
much. I'm just wondering, okay, let's do this. How many people do you want to pickpocket?
3.
3?
Yes.
How many d20s can you roll?
Let's see what Shard will allow me to do.
I think you definitely can do it one at a time. I don't know if they'll let you roll.
Well, let's see what happens.
Oh, you could roll 3
Did it
at
do
once.
it? I'm using my thingy thing. Whatever
No
this is
problem.
called. iPad.
Thingy.
Oh, I've never tried Shard on an iPad. Huh.
There we go. I just rolled 3, but it didn't do them all at the same. It did them all at the same time. So maybe
I'm
one
looking.
at a time. Or you
Okay,
could just
so
look an 8, a 5, and an 11.
Okay. So the first 2 are so in awe of you that you really can't get close enough to, like, do your thing, basically.
Drat.
The last one, you are able to pickpocket a little. You come up with a little bit of money, some pocket lint. Nothing that exciting. Some leftover candy. Just stuff you'd find in a normal pocket that people forget about.
Well, Sticky will take that little piece of candy and an excellent thing for later, and pop it into his own pocket and follow lazily.
We'll say like 5 silver or something. It's not a ton of money. But yeah, feel free to add it to Sticky's. Or if you want a finder's fee, I guess you could split it with Gaelish. We never asked Max how that would work. So if they're successful, do they get a finder's fee? I think it's only fair, but I mean, you guys will have to hash that out later. All right, cool. Anybody else want to do anything? No?
All speed to the exit.
Okay. So Laslie's already there and suiting up. Surprisingly, the suits fit you guys just fine, so you don't have to worry about that.
That is wonderful.
Yeah.
All of us?
Yes. So there's a suit for all of you, and somehow they all just magically fit.
Cool.
No
Are they
gaps.
fireproof?
I didn't think about that one. I'm not really sure what spacesuits are made out of, but I will say if you decide to set yourself or any of your friends on fire, it would probably reduce it's not giving you extra armor, but you might have trouble breathing outside.
What about casting fire in it?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
In an oxygenated suit, casting fire would be interesting for sure.
It would
Yeah,
be
I
one
didn't think
time
about it.
interesting.
Yeah, one, yeah. Like,
Conflagration.
Is your spell is your fire automatic or are you rolling for all of them?
Automatic.
For automatic.
I guess it depends on the spell, though. Some of them, like Burning Hands, obviously, I am also on fire, but some of them I think are more just projected out.
Okay. Depending, it might be at a disadvantage. I think if it's projecting out, I think you're okay. Burning Hands might not be a smart idea, but we'll see. We'll play that one by ear or by
Fair.
hand. I will have to figure out. I mean, I don't know what spacesuits are made out of, but I just don't think
Flammable materials, to be sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
based on my understanding of how Challenger went, quite flammable.
Yeah, really.
Yes.
Okay, so as you guys all suit up and you step out and you're kind enough to uh, lock the door behind you so there's no oxygen escaping, you
Are we
see.
kind enough to lock the door behind us?
I don't know, are you actually?
Yes, yes, we are. We're not trying to destroy them.
Says
I was waiting for you that.
You know what's really rude? A hard vacuum. That's what's Enjoy, guys. Thanks for letting us stop by.
This is your problem now.
That's right.
So as you exit the dome and you see ahead of you, and we'll say for ease of whatever, there's gravity, so don't worry about that. It's a very barren landscape. You can see like way in the distance buildings dotting the horizon, but it will probably take you about a day or two to reach it just on foot.
What poor planning, honestly.
I mean, there's a reason the colony's in trouble, right?
Do they have any,
I think there are many.
do they have any space horse carriages?
Nope, unfortunately not. I guess if you want to roll for perception.
Yeah, we can look.
Yeah.
Let's see. Perception? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, while they're rolling, Lazuli has no idea.
Yeah, they haven't. I found it. It's a natural 20 plus 2, so 22.
Well, what you perceive is that if there had been carriages and horses, they are long gone. So there's carriages, but there's no living beings like space. There's no space horses.
But there's a carriage there.
There's a carriage.
And does it have like a little flappy do there? You just like the flappy do and then maybe something drops? You know, like in a truck.
Like a visor?
Yes.
Or like
Yeah. Because this is like the space carriage and it got on the visor and we just go in there and keys drop out. No. Okay.
Oh,
Do these carriages resemble the horseless carriages from our last world?
that is a good question.
That's what I was
Thank you.
thinking.
Okay.
And because my perception roll was a natural 20, maybe the car keys would just be like right there. Right, drop. Hey, look at that.
They do.
Hey,
They're a little bit more open in design than what you remember from when you were in Ginny's world. But they also look rusty and in a bit of disrepair. The ones you remember were better maintained.
We were not good at controlling those horseless carriages, y'all. So I nominate Yuza to try these rusty-looking horseless carriages.
Oh, yes. I can roll animal handling on these bad boys. See if any of them want to turn on. That's a 9.
Yuza, I can't remember. Did you learn to hotwire in the real world?
No, we had keys for
You
everything.
had keys. Okay.
It was just the best of the worst drivers.
So as you're looking at it, you got nothing. There's no keys. I mean, that would be the easiest thing.
Yep.
So if there is another way to do it, you're not sure.
I'm out.
is there anything green?
Green?
Green, like a big green button or something?
Like a turn on button.
Well, I don't know. Anything, usually something green's good, so green. Press green.
These are a little bit whenever I think of like a button in a car, I think like a Tesla or something. Which you guys fought in last season.
We fought a Franklin.
Oh, you're right. Sorry about that. In case we want Tesla as a sponsor, you did fight a Franklin. My bad. These are a little bit more old-fashioned. I'm not sure if Uthal would know the difference because you didn't see the horseless carriages from the other world, but
Can I roll insight?
yeah.
13. That's pretty good.
You can't turn it on via button, but there's got to be other ways to get into this thing.
Sticky, start messing with switches.
All right.
Something's
I
gotta
will
happen.
start messing with switches. What should I roll to see if I properly mess with the stitches?
Let me see what you got.
No, you might
I mean, you
want
could
to
always-
use like, your thief tools because Sticky might be able to hotwire it.
There you go.
Let's try sleight of hand for
All
Sticky.
right.
And that's really good for him, so
It's very good for him.
yeah.
Oh,
That is
yeah.
19.
Sticky has now learned how to hotwire a Jeep. A moon Jeep.
Can't wait to tell
Buggy.
Mac.
Everyone get in the moon buggy.
Success!
You don't know what he did, what magic he worked, but that thing is humming now.
At the sound of the Jeep, Lazuli finally notices that no one is with her out in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, Leslie was just walking?
No.
Oh, my goodness. I didn't realize
Yes.
that Leslie was just going on her own.
Oh, I tried to insert that, but I think there was a lot going on.
Well,
Yes.
we'll put a pin in the car thing. Leslie, what are you up to in the middle of nowhere?
Well, right now I just noticed that there's a rumbling behind me. But I don't think I'm going to walk all the way back. They can come find me, so I'm just going to keep on. Towards the settlement we see in the distance. Yes.
Okay. Give me 1 second. Vamp amongst yourselves, guys.
Who's driving? Whoever that is, let's like grab that horn. We'll go and pick her up.
Well,
Beautiful.
I think seeing as I did hotwire the car successfully,
Yep.
I think I have a proficiency with this vehicle now. Or at
say
least an affinity.
cool.
All right. So
I call crossbow.
while Lazuli is by herself in the middle of the barren field, and the rest of you guys are finagling with the moon buggy GP thing, Lazuli, you do hear a rumbling, but you're not sure what it is.
I can't
And
see
it's-
them. I didn't walk that long.
Well, let's say you kind of crested a little bit of a thing. But here's the
Oh,
thing,
all
that
right.
rumbling noise is getting louder, and it's not necessarily the car. In between you guys, like you see a ripple. So if like Lazuli's way over here and you guys haven't really taken off in the car yet, you're over here still like finagling with it. You see like a ripple in the surface, and you hear a rumbling, and something peeks its head out from under the surface.
The spice must flow.
The spice must flow.
And you see a big
Moonworm.
I'm gonna say it wrong. I always count on Emily to tell me how to say words.
Oh,
Sinuous?
sinuous, yes.
Oh, I said it right! A big sinuous green creature in between you guys. Roll for initiative.
Excellent.
Oh,
Oh, Lazuli is delighted at this. She's gotten very bored.
So remember, it's in between you guys. You're all technically in this fight, but it's in between you guys.
That's a 15 for Lazuli.
Okay?
Oh, are we rolling initiative?
You sure are.
All right.
Is this the time where I tell you, Rashini, that it's finagling, not finangling?
Inspiration point to Emily, just because you always know how to pronounce things. And I have to look up so many things. It's like you're like a walking like Merriam-Webster. It's amazing.
Well, it's because after the first couple years of doing books for Library of Congress, I was like, oh, I don't want to get 200 corrections anymore. I will now look up everything. So, yeah. I was severely humbled. Let's put it that way.
Sticky rolled an 8.
Okay.
And Gaelish rolled a 19.
English 19.
Uthal rolled a 3.
Okay.
And Yuza rolled a 16.
All right. And let's see what the monster rolled. All right. So our order is Gaelish, Yuza, Lazuli, the monster, Sticky, and then Uthal. Everybody got that? Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mhm.
So, was anybody in the car? Did you guys actually start driving it? Or it's just running?
we were discussing who would drive it.
Okay.
But I don't think we got to the point of actually getting in and loading up.
Okay.
I did.
Oh, okay.
I said I got crossbow.
Yeah, I kind of assumed that I was in there from my failed attempt at animal handling, and then I just slid over and pouted while Sticky
Okay.
hot-wired it.
Well, and if Sticky hot-wired it, it would stand to reason that Sticky is in there. Gaelish, I think, just got forgotten. Gaelish is not in there yet.
Okay, so Gaelish is outside of the car. Who is driving?
Probably Sticky.
Sticky. Okay, so I'm just trying to let me write this on my board so I have an idea of like what's happening. Here's the car, Sticky driving. Who's sitting where in the car?
I'm sitting next to Sticky.
So you're in the passenger. Okay.
Technical crossbow.
And then Yuza, are you in the back, I take it?
Probably, yeah.
Okay. And Gaelish is just like, hey guys! All right. Cool. Like we'll say you're like in the carport or whatever they'd call it. Oh, Matthew is calling your guys' car the Eclipse. All right, I like that.
Nice.
So, okay.
Topical.
Gaelish, what do you want to do? You're the first up.
I assume Gaelish can see the big head from where they are. Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's say you're all equidistant. So we'll say you're all like 30 feet away from it. So that would be one round to move. And it's in the middle of you guys, right? So, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
Okay.
Gaelish, you might even be further because it'd be like Lazuli, the monster, the car of the three of you, and then Gaelish, you're probably like maybe another 10 or 15 feet behind them, right? Because they took off without you.
Yeah. Okay.
Did we
So-
take off, or were we just getting ready to take off?
I
Your guys'
imagine
call, I'm not sure.
I didn't think
imagine
they'd
y'all just getting
driven.
ready.
Okay, so you
Right.
haven't taken off.
Yeah, I think Sticky at least is I think the group is of present enough mind that they would notice if they left Gaelish.
Fair enough.
Truly.
No problem.
Truly.
I mean, hey, driving a car is exciting. Okay, so then Gaelish, you're just outside.
Okay.
30 feet, monster in the middle.
Okay. Let me see. I'm gonna see.
But getting in the car would be one action.
Gotcha. Gaelish is not gonna get into the car. They're going to run. They're going to see the monster. Be like, oh no! And run 10 feet. So there's 20 feet left, and pull their longbow
Okay.
and aim and hope for the best.
Sure.
And they rolled a 11.
Sorry, give me 1 second to figure this out. Oh, I see. Okay. 11 does not hit.
Darn.
In all the excitement, it just goes wide off into space. Anything else they want to do?
No, not right now.
All right. To Yuza in the back seat.
All right. I will stand up because it's a buggy, so I'm assuming I can pop my head up through the railing, basically.
Yeah, it's open car.
And I'm going to cast slow on the monster.
Okay.
So it's a wisdom save.
Okay. 19?
Damn. All right, fine. Never mind.
Anything else you want to do?
No.
Yuza seems highly affronted that her spell did not work.
None of my spells are working tonight. I have a limited window.
You're clearing the queue of luck, dear. You're clearing the queue of luck. There we go.
Well, no,
Okay.
I'll try again later.
It means you're due for a crit success later on.
Maybe.
To Lazuli then.
Lazuli, with an expression of glee, advances toward the worm and swipes.
All right.
Let me scroll. Hold on. And she has rolled a 19.
That hits.
It better. Which is a critical. Oh, I forgot. It's another critical. Oh, that's terrible. 12.
Okay. Hold on. Math. All right. Anything else Leslie wants to do?
I don't believe there's much Lazuli can do, so no.
Okay. Oh, Spencer's giving you a hint in the chat. He's saying, but action surge. If you want, or you can save
it's
it.
used up. We haven't rested since I used it.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, yes. No rest
wow.
for the wicked. That's us.
Wow. You guys like to live dangerously. See, I didn't even remember that you hadn't rested.
Well, it says it right there in
Yeah.
my character sheet.
Good to know. All right. You guys will need a rest eventually. Okay. Oh, it's the monster's turn. Well, Lazuli, you're right there. So let's
Oh,
see.
no.
What am I doing? It's going to try to bite you.
Oh, Lord.
Give me 1 second.
Is it poisonous?
I don't believe so. Let me give me a look.
I don't know if I want it to be or not.
I don't think it is. No.
All right.
No, but it can do other stuff. 23 to hit.
Oh, Lord, that hits hard.
Let's see here. Give me 1 second. And that's a 5 for
All
damage.
right, I'll take it.
Okay. And that's it for the monster. Goes to Sticky, who's driving.
Harsh words. Harsh words.
This creature wants to harm my love. So, what I'm wondering is, what would happen if I simply rammed the vehicle into the worm?
Fair enough. I'm thinking
Lazuli has no knowledge of this, but she approves of this idea.
I think that would just be a straight D20, and we'll go from there.
I will roll a d20 and beg forgiveness of my passengers later.
Can you get your dexterity modifier added onto that?
Well, the car is a separate thing, so we're just gonna say, unless you want to roll to see how well you drive it. I'm assuming you're just ramming it in.
That is what I was assuming, but I would be happy to roll a thing.
Okay, so I see what you rolled for the car, so let's see how well you handle the car. So go ahead and roll that too.
What was that?
Let's say, yeah. Unless you want to call it animal handling, because I know that's what we called it before.
Let's call it dexterity because I have a better,
that's your better
modifier
one. Sure.
to that.
No problem.
Okay. Come on, roll. No. Wrong button. This isn't Sticky's voice. This is Crystal's confused voice. Oh. I rolled a 5.
Okay. Well, with those two
Technically,
numbers,
that is a critical fail plus a bonus.
so
You rolled a natural 1, so.
Sticky
Okay.
is like incensed seeing Lazuli in trouble, and
Apoplectic.
he floors on the gas, but he's not really familiar with driving because that was Yuza's thing last time, and the terrain is a little bit unfamiliar. And I don't think he really drives carriages like horses, carriages with a horse or without a horse often. So he's kind of like swerving and zigzagging and all this stuff. And he totally he hits the thing, but like ricochets off, like the Jeep sort of spins out. Barely does any damage. Thank goodness. Oh, actually, you know what? Leslie, can you roll? I want to see
Yes.
how well you can jump out of the way.
Oh Lord, that sounds like
Probably
athletics
dexterity.
or
Athletics.
dex. All right,
Yeah.
athletics or dexterity. Do I get to choose?
Take whichever one you like better.
Oh, that would
Isn't
be
the creature in
athletics.
between us and Lazuli? So
It is.
That's a nice
That
roll.
is-
With how we ricochet.
I rolled a
you.
23. I'm very
You're
safe. I
safe.
think.
You are
Oh,
totally
good.
safe. Yeah. But luckily, it's not even really that close to you, but you jump out of the way anyway just to be safe. No
Nice.
penalty. It's not like it's gonna. It surprises everybody, including the worm. But you see your love and the other passengers spin out as the airbags deploy. Who knew that airbags? Thank you, Spencer. We're in a moon buggy. Let's see. We'll just do. Why not? How many ever? There's. Oh no, wait. Oh, that's right. Galish did not get in the car, so it's Sticky, and Uthal and Yuza, right? In the car. Let me get my 4 damage to each of you.
Can I use my Stone's Endurance ability to reduce the damage?
Sure. What does that do?
So basically, what I do is I can focus myself and shrug off. If I take damage, I can use a reaction roll with the D12, and I add my Constitution modifier to that and reduce that damage by that amount.
Cool. Sounds good.
I don't think I followed that.
You guys can thank Spencer for that one with the airbags.
And I rolled
Thanks, Spence.
2 with a con modifier of +2, so that would make it 4. So no damage.
So it cancels you out. Okay.
Yep.
So 4 damage to Sticky and to Yuza.
And I cannot use it again until after a long rest.
Okay. And meanwhile, Galish is just like in the middle of all this, like, I'm glad I didn't get in the car.
Yeah.
You're like, hey guys, as you see them like careen away. So we'll say, as far as like the spinning outness, it has now taken you. This is going to be like the worst ever diagram. Okay. Worm, like we'll say, kind of like Lazuli's here. Like this was the base. Galish is maybe here, and you guys maybe spun out. Oh, like 20 feet away. Do you guys see this really bad diagram?
Yep.
Yes.
Do you kind of get an idea of where I'm going with it? So, yeah.
Who's who?
So like, if the worm is here, like Lazuli, when you jumped away, so like Lazuli was coming from here, right? Because you were going that way.
Yes.
So you kind of jumped away, maybe to the north. Galish, the base is here. So
Okay.
you're kind of in between the base and the worm, and then the car spun out, and you're to the southish 20
Okay.
feet. And yeah, sorry about that. Really
Clear
bad
as mud.
drawing with Rashni, which does I suck at drawing. Okay, that was Sticky. Sticky, is there anything else you want to do?
No. I think I'm good.
Okay.
Or it
To
feels like
Uthal.
you've done enough.
Yep, you've done enough.
All right, to Uthal, who's in the car.
He is
with
going to
everybody.
point and cast Sacred Flame at this thing.
Okay. Is that an automatic?
Dex save of 13.
Okay. 11.
Nope.
All right.
Take 5 points of radiant damage.
Cool.
Well done, Uthal.
And as a secondary action, can I change the radio station on this thing?
Oh yeah.
I was
I don't
thinking
even know
maybe
what-
like some Tracy Chapman or something like a fast car. I don't know.
Sounds good. What were you guys listening to start with? Or was there the radio on?
I'm
It was
thinking
Adele.
like it's from the Muppet Show. It's like moving right along.
Oh man. Love it. So yeah, as we start the top of the round, everybody's every which way. The worm is in the middle. Lasley and Gaelish can hear the strains of some folk singer in the distance. It's weird. Like, where did this come from? Doesn't sound like anything you've heard right from the medieval taverns back home, but it kind of grows on you, you know. Okay, to Gaelish, top of the round.
That's a
Okay.
really good bard.
Oh my gosh, what just happened? Wow, that was crazy. So Gaelish is going to run the remaining 20 feet
Okay.
to the worm and use Skirmisher's Step, which basically means if I hit with a melee weapon, I get to add an extra d8 of damage. But we'll see if I hit first.
Okay.
So I will run with my short sword. And we'll see what happens. Fingers are crossed. Does a
Yeah.
17 hit?
It does
Better.
not.
No.
It does not?
It does
A
not.
Lord Almighty.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
'Tis a
That was
large
disappointing.
creature.
So you're now in front of it, right? You're in melee
next
range.
to it.
Okay.
This is where we insert that meme of that Simpsons character on the bus saying, "I'm in trouble."
Is there anything else that Gaelish wants to do?
Not that. I don't think I can do anything else right now.
Okay.
There's something I might try next turn if I survive.
Okay. So you don't have any bonus actions?
I don't think I do.
Let's look. Bum, bum, bum. I'm looking at your sheet. River, Scout Magic, Sylvan Gnome. Oh, maybe you don't. Okay.
Yeah, I think next time I level up and have the option to take something like that, I will.
You're like, bonus actions are nice, for sure.
Yes.
All right. Okay, to Yuza, who's in the back seat of the car.
All right. I'm assuming that when we went ricocheting, I got knocked out of standing position. So she's going to kind of, worse for the wear, scrabble back up to standing out of the buggy.
Okay.
And then I think I can cast this with my spacesuit on. Fireball, it says a bright streak flashes from the pointing finger to a point you choose, then blossoms into a roar of flames. So I don't think any flames touch me
Okay.
or my suit.
I think that's fair.
So I will cast Fireball on it. It is a saving dex throw.
Question, is that an area of effect spell, or is that directly to?
Directly to the point.
Okay. Okay. Just checking, because I know we've got Gaelish
I'm
right next to
aiming-
it.
Aiming for its mouth.
Okay. What was it again?
Saving dex throw.
Okay. 22?
How dexterous is this freaking worm?
We're making you guys work for it. You want to stay alive? You got to work for it.
I'm
It's a
running out of
worm. They're
spells
very,
to cast.
It does the worm. It,
Hmm.
as you point your finger at it, it kind of does that thing. Anything else Yuza wants to do?
I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna think about my life choices for a moment.
Uses like, why did I ever follow them into that book? Why? I hate reading.
I'm not sure my magic is back. Uses having like self-doubt. Like maybe it's really not here.
Oh no. Okay. To Lazuli.
Lazuli sees it going for Gaelish and decides to draw its fire by slashing down and across its side, trying to rip it open. Oh, I almost had a natural 20. All right, it's a dirty 23.
That's a good
fine.
one.
So damage is 7,
Okay.
just slightly out of reach.
Anything else you want to do?
Nothing more I can do, dear, but thanks for thinking of me.
You know,
No,
where
I don't.
Well, no,
I'm
I was
sorry, I'm so saucy today.
I can
don't know
tell.
what's wrong with me.
Well, I'll give you a hint for what I'm thinking because I know it's theater of the mind. I think technically you guys can flank it.
Does that mean something?
Should give you an advantage. Give me a sec. Or if Matthew, if you want to jump in, Matthew's my secret weapon. But yeah, I believe when you flank, it lets you do some extra stuff. But
Would that be me that is flanking it?
you would both be.
Yeah. So typically, if you flank it, I think you get to attack with advantage.
Yeah.
Oh,
For a
That
creature to be
does
considered
sound
flanking,
like
it must be adjacent to the enemy and on the opposite side or corner of the enemy's space, along with at least one of its allies. I mean, because technically, yeah, you're next to it. I'm just trying to remember what it exactly does. Vamp among yourselves while I look this up.
vamp.
Vamp, 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 vamp.
I think I'm gonna use one of my biggest spells here in just a second.
Oh, Uthal, I'm excited to see it.
It's gonna be pretty. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Nice.
I would be excited to see it, my old friend.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it just gives you, it says murder sandwich gives the surrounding players advantage. So Matthew, I'm thinking that means they get an advantage on the attack roll. Throw it in the chat. But I think that's what'll happen. So
Did you say murder sandwich?
that's what
Yeah.
Matthew said. Yeah.
We're doing
Okay.
murder tunnel later, murder sandwich now. I love this theme.
It's important to have a thematic element that goes like a through line that goes through like
Indeed.
So something to think about for next time. All right. So let's see. There's Gaelish, there's Lazuli, and there's people in a car. Who does
Fast car.
Monster want? In a fast car. Yes. A fast spinny car.
just
I
wanted
don't
to-
think we're allowed to sing it without triggering copyright.
Probably not.
Gaelish.
Yes.
It's gonna look at you with its paralyzing gaze. I don't know why I'm
Oh.
rolling.
That
And
sounds brutal.
there is this is a bit different. Let's go with a wisdom saving throw. And we'll see if you're paralyzed
Okay.
for one round.
No.
I'm not excited about this.
No.
I rolled an 11.
Oh, Lord.
That doesn't, yeah.
Oh no.
Sorry.
Okay, let's hang on.
Gaelish is paralyzed
Oh,
at
dear.
the top of the next round.
Oh, no.
And that's all it's going to do for now. So Sticky.
Yes. Oh,
It is your
yes,
turn.
it is my turn. All right. We're still quite far away. Yes, in
You are
in the
about
van.
20 feet away, and you're driving the car. You didn't get out. You're still in the driver's seat. And Uthal changed the radio station, so I hope you like what he chose.
Well, I suppose if we have to listen to something, I would. Uthal has generally good taste in music, so that's fine. Let's see. I'm deciding what I want to do. Uthal and Yuzo, would you like to try to ram the thing again, or shall we just disembark and go the rest of the way?
I think
What
I'm
are your
going to disembark.
All right. I think what I will do for now is I will step out of the vehicle because, well, last time did not go as well as it could have, and I will lean over the vehicle using it as a shield and take out my short bow and aim for the creature and shoot it. Or at least
so
attempt to.
just so I know, you got out of the car. Are you like hiding behind it?
Yes.
Okay.
That's cover.
Because when you said you were leaning over it, I was like, so are you still in the car? I'm so confused. Because it is technically like an open top, so you could. All right. But you got out of the car. You were out of the car. And you are shooting at it. Go for it. Give me a roll.
Oh, I rolled an 11.
That does not hit.
Sadness.
It goes wide again. Darn gravity. If only gravity didn't exist.
It is an inconvenient force at times.
Anything else Sticky wants to do?
No, I don't believe so.
You don't want to dash toward the monster?
You know what? Why don't we do that?
Oh my gosh, wow.
Sure. Let's do it.
All right, that's your bonus action right there. How are you doing the whole 20 feet?
Sure.
You're like, let's just go for broke. Max is going to come back and be like, I'm dead. How did I die? What happened? Just kidding. All right.
Sorry, Max.
Anything else you want to
go
do?
to a narrator's retreat, I tell you.
Oh, man. Anything else you want to do, Sticky?
Sticky will simply stand there looking very threatening at
Fair
the worm.
Fair enough. Okay, to Uthal.
Uthal steps out of the Jeep and stands up and he casts Spirit Guardians.
Okay.
And it lasts for 10 minutes. And what happens is these things start flitting around and they look like tiny little Goliaths with little angel wings. And they're spinning within 15 feet of us. And they don't hurt up to, I can designate up to, it says here, I can designate up a few different people for it to not affect them. But if the creature comes within that 15-foot area, they will have to take 3 to 8 radiant damage unless they make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
And I'm guessing that although the worm may be dexterous, it doesn't seem particularly wise.
So
if it were, it would not have attacked lazuli.
That's true.
So just so I know, is it between you and the worm, or is it like circling?
It's in a 15-foot radius around me.
Around you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm stepping out of the Jeep and moving towards it.
Okay, stepping out is one action, so technically you're just standing by the car. You can move on your next turn.
Okay, and casting the spell.
Yes, so 15-foot radius. So basically then, does it follow you or is it staying with the car?
It's with me.
It follows you.
Radius of me. And
Okay.
I can designate any number of creatures that I see that are unaffected by it. And that's, of course, going to be anybody in the party.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So for now, it's just circling you 15 feet away.
Yep. And if anything comes, and if the worm comes within 15 feet, it attacks and it lasts for 10 minutes.
Okay. All right. Top of the round to Gaelish. You are technically paralyzed. Do you want to do another saving throw to see if you can unparalyze yourself?
Sure.
What did we say last time? Wisdom?
Wisdom, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. It's a 14.
Nice.
That's a tie. I'll give it to you.
Yes.
You're unparalyzed.
I am.
Well done, dear.
Yeah.
Such a strong fighter you are.
So, do I still have an action, or was
anything-
that it?
Yes. And Actually, there's 3 of you now, Lazuli, Sticky, and Gaelish. I think we can say flanking rules are in play if you guys want to do that.
I would like to do that.
What does that mean again? Just advantage?
Advantage on
You
attack.
roll with advantage.
Well, I love that. That's lovely.
Although Leslie's so strong, you probably don't need it, but but it's nice to have, right?
Always
Yeah.
nice to have. Don't spit on free things. That's what I say.
Okay.
So, Gaelish.
Go ahead. Okay. Let me see. Do I have to do anything? I think I need to. Oh, let me mess with this and make it advantage. There we go. That's a 23.
To hit, yep.
It does.
Yes.
Finally! Yay! Okay, I am rolling damage, and I've got a 6.
Okay. All right. Anything else you want to do?
No, not right now.
Okay. To Yuza, who's sitting down in the car, unhappy with her life choices.
Yeah, I have to say, Fast Car is the perfect song for Yuza to have an existential meltdown to as everyone leaves. So
So the song is just on loop
it's
on the
ju-
radio.
I would assume it's still playing. We haven't moved that far through the round.
That's true.
Yeah, I think she's sitting there and she sees Uthal cast this amazing thing and she's just like, I'm never gonna do things like that. Everything's wrong.
Can
I
she
saw-
hear me if I were to yell?
Yeah, I would say so.
Probably.
Then Lazuli catches a glimpse of her out of the corner of her eye and says, User, engage!
And
Witty
She
banter.
sort of rolls her sword in her hand around her head as she says it.
Witty banter is typically a free action. So
that's fair. Yuza will give a beleaguered sigh and get back up on the seat, and we'll go with magic missile because then I can't fail.
There you go, dear. Well done.
Second level. So we have 4, 2, and 3.
So
Magic-
9 total damage.
Yes.
magic missile is the best spell.
It really
Like,
is.
just not having to worry about hitting. It's just like, oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Get my mojo back.
That's right.
Anything else
Yeah.
Yuza wants to do?
She'll just give Lazuli a thumbs up. Maybe kick off the radio with like her toe as she reaches through. Enough of this sadness.
So now it's just silent again. Well, except for the sounds of fighting and
I was going to
worms,
say, I believe
screams, and-
Lazuli is screaming, so not so silent.
so sorry, Matthew. Matthew suggested "Shut Up and Drive" by Rihanna, but since they turned the radio off, I guess.
You know what?
I
That's
say that
all.
I was aiming to get it off, but I kind of like just hit the next seek, and that's what came on instead.
And you're just like sitting back in the seat,
I'm
like,
just like, that's fine.
It could be Fuel by Metallica.
love it. Okay, to Lazuli.
Lazuli, spurred on by the glorious performance of Yuza, once more slashes straight down to try to puncture its side. I'll take a 19. It's dirty,
You do have
though.
advantage if you want, but you don't have to reroll. That'll hit.
I do. Let's try it. Yes, that's a real 19 for a 25 to hit, which means I get critical damage. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, that's 13 slashing damage straight down its side.
All right. It rears up. That hurt. It's still active, still doing its thing, but that definitely made a difference. Is there anything else Lazuli wants to do?
She wants to shout a rousing round of encouragement to everyone. We've got this. Keep on. Yes.
All right. And because it did not like that, Lazuli, it is.
Well, yes.
I don't know why I roll. You have to roll for this. It's going to try to paralyze you.
Wonderful. What do I roll?
Wisdom saving throw?
Oh, all right. Oh, no. Do I still have advantage?
I don't know if that would really count on. Oh, wow. I see what you rolled. I don't know if that would count on this because I think it's
All
just
right,
for attacking.
then I'm going to use my luck and roll again.
That's right. You do have an inspiration point.
Oh, okay. I'll use my inspiration point. Even better. A 17?
You're safe.
Oh, Lord, I do appreciate that. Inspiration, much better. Thank you, dear.
Plus, really, in this family, only Sticky's allowed to get charmed all the time, right?
Yes, he does it enough for both of us.
And
to be sure.
Speaking of Sticky, also, Spencer had a whole thing for what Sticky should have done. He says, I like the visual of Sticky pirouetting out of the car, firing a bow over the hood, then sliding over to dash at a huge space room. He's like, I love this. So, way to go.
That's
Crystal.
beautiful.
So speaking of Sticky, who is now staring up at the worm, I should say. It's staring down at Sticky. What does Sticky want to do?
Sticky will take out his rapier and attempt to stab it again, like the townsperson inside, only much larger. And with advantage, I'm going to roll it again, though, either way, it would have been good. 25.
That totally hits.
Great. All right, let me just find this. There we are. 16 piercing.
Oh my goodness. Good stuff.
I want to know how I get my greatsword to be as damaging as his rapier.
It doesn't seem fair, does it, my dear?
No, it does not. You get 3 d6s and a d8 plus a bonus. I want that.
So as you're slashing the worm open, you've already got red on you. Now you're getting green blood on you. You're like a Christmas tree or something.
I'm
green and red blood. It's swaying. It's looking a little worse for wear. It kind of rears back its head and it drowns out the Rihanna song on the radio. And it's like, rah, not quite gone, but it's not looking happy. Anything else that you want to do, Sticky?
No, I don't believe so.
All righty.
I think that was sufficient.
All right. To Uthal?
The spirit guardians will now spin and do their thing. So you need to make your wisdom save at 13.
Okay. That was a 2.
That would be unfortunate.
All right. What's the damage?
11 points of radiant damage as they each go and go through them and lead all kinds of fun bright lights and
I'm imagining a blender with your knives and there's just green blood, like
except it's little Goliath with little angel wings going meow.
Anything else you want to do, Uthal?
Well, it's a concentration spell, so I kind of have to just like that.
You're thinking about it really hard.
Yeah, and I got to do it again next round, so I just can't concentrate.
Fair enough. Okay, to Gaelish.
Okay. I think I'm going to go ahead and stab it again with my short sword. Because that seemed to be working last time. And let me roll this with advantage. Doop-de-doop. It's taking its time to roll it. Well, it looks like either way. It is a 18.
Yeah, tie goes to the attacker.
Oh.
What's the damage?
Nice. Let me roll the damage. Oh, 3. Every little bit counts.
I mean, you were paralyzed, so your muscles are still a little stiff. It happens.
That's true.
Yeah, it happens. It's like oozing green blood now, and its cries are getting a little bit weaker. It's still on its feet-ish, swaying, thing, but it's looking not happy. Anything else you want to do, Gaelish?
No, I will just take a breath and let others try
All
and
right.
fight it.
How do you eat the elephant? One forkful at a time. So every forkful helps.
Accurate.
Yuza, you're still in the car. How's that Rihanna song treating you?
It's great. Much better
Yeah?
than the last one. I'm feeling pumped now. And so I will cast Scorching Ray, which is kind of like Magic Missile with extra fire. So I do have to make 3 ranged attacks. I assume those are advantaged ranged attacks?
No, because you're not flanking it.
That's fair. I'm ranged. I assumed that it just got to be flank from afar.
I think flanking only works for the people who are like up on its grill.
Up on his grill.
But that's wormy grill. You know
On
what I'm
that
trying to
wormy
say.
grill. All right.
Ooh.
1 second. Have a
Oh.
Oh, there you go.
20. So
So-
there's one hit. I
All
assume. I rolled a 12, a 10, and a 20 on the hits.
Okay. What's your damage on the 1?
Let's find out together. 8.
Nice.
All right. It's definitely on its last legs for sure.
It has legs too. It's a
Well, you know what
worm.
I'm saying. What's the idiom for whatever worms have as they're swaying in the breeze?
Freaking worm legs.
Yes. So you can see it from the distance you're at. You're just like, good job.
attack.
Good job. Now that you got your mojo back, anything else you want to do?
No, I'm happy where I am. I'm not moving.
Are you going to change the radio? What are you just leave it
I
as
like
is?
this song.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. All right. So uses just like if you had
I'm
sunglasses, you'd
jamming,
be
like I'm throwing my head around, bopping. The buggy's rocking.
Love it. Love it. Okay, so to Lazuli, it's looking worser and worser.
Yes.
You see Yuza just jamming in the back, doing her thing.
Mm-hmm.
And full of pride for her and her excellent hit, I decide to stab directly into the worm. With advantage, thankfully. Oh no, I don't believe a 17 hits.
Nope.
I was so full of pride and I wasn't quite paying attention.
I've distracted you.
Can I use luck with that? Hold on. Yeah, I can roll an additional d20 with my luck point.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Oh, please. Oh, shithole! Wait, wouldn't I? So it's just a straight d20? I wouldn't get to do my bonus? It doesn't matter. It's the same damn thing.
17. Yeah.
That's sadness for Lazuli.
To be fair, jamming out to Rihanna would distract anybody. She's great to listen to, so I get it.
I'm sad.
Anything else?
No,
Anything else you
there's
wanna do?
nothing else to do other than to, you know what? No, it's not that I'm sad. It's that I feel that I have had too many wonderful hits, and I think someone else deserves to hit it with the killing blow.
That's very
That's
generous of you.
That's
Thanks.
the only possible interpretation of what just happened, yes.
That's very generous of you, except it's the monster's turn now.
Well, some dramatic prolongedness, I don't know.
All right. Going for Galish. I don't know if
Whoa.
12 would hit.
What is it?
12?
12.
Let me check.
It better not.
Think it's tie. It's a tie.
Ooh.
Yeah, my AC is 12.
Okay. So let's see for it
I
was
think attacker
trying
wins, doesn't it?
Yeah, it was trying to bite you. I just wanted to see what I'm rolling. And for damage, 5.
Okay.
Foul beast, Lazuli cries.
hurt.
I
am
mean,
wounded.
the monster's not sympathizing with you, unfortunately. It's kind of gushing green stuff, you know. But now it's Sticky's turn.
Yes, well, let's see if we can't finish this thing off. I will take my rapier again, because it is a good weapon, and stab it into the beast. With hope. And advantage. Oh no, and it doesn't really help. I rolled an 11.
With hope and advantage. Okay. Just kind of whiffs.
Yes.
You know, that Rihanna song is probably really distracting, honestly. Yeah.
Goodness, what is that racket?
I believe, is there anything else that you want to do? I think you have bonus actions. Let me look. We can't sneak attack. I know
I don't
you're there.
think that applies here.
Yeah. You can disengage or hide or dash, although I don't
really want to do that. I'm not sure what that would do to the flanking status, and advantage has really been helping us, so I'm not going to do any of that.
Technically, even if Sticky left, you got Lazuli and Galish there, so your flanking will still apply.
Okay.
You just need two of you. Yeah. But that's cool. Sticky can just hang out. It's cool.
We're just going to hang out.
All right. And it goes to Uthal.
All right. Again with the Spirit Guardians.
Okay. And you said it's a... What is it?
Wisdom save at 13.
Okay. And that is a 6.
That's not going to work. Here comes some more radiant damage. 21.
Oh, that is an overkill. Tell me how you kill it.
So it zips through once, twice, and on the third one, it just takes the head right off, and it just goes off to the side, and the body goes like a sprinkler, and then goes.
So much green blood splattering everywhere.
And we have now repainted the moon buggy.
All right, and you are out of initiative, and you have a dead worm in front of you. A headless dead worm.
Are we like really, really healthy now?
So in theory, your last kill would have worn off by now, but this is basically giving you another surge.
Well met. All right.
Since I'm in the
Spirit Guardians, so that they stop spinning around.
Yeah, since I'm in the buggy, I'll just drop down into the driver's seat and pull it up gently to everyone else.
Did you roll animal handling last time?
I did last time, but that was to get it started. I mean, I've driven before.
That's true. You do have institutional knowledge. Fair enough. All right.
So we still have a ways to go before we get anywhere, right?
Yes.
But now we have a vehicle and a clear way to go.
Yes.
I'm guessing this thing probably attacked us because we were near its lair, though. Maybe we want to look around for that?
Oh, what a good idea. We could loot it. Yes.
There could be some good stuff in there.
Mm-hmm.
That would be smart.
Do you want to roll for... I feel like perception is everything. Do you want to roll for perception to see if you can...
Wouldn't this one be investigation?
I always feel like investigation is more like fine...
Once you've found the room.
Yeah, fine-tuning. And also, just so you're aware,
I've rolled a natural 1.
Lazuli's like, battle's done. I'm good.
Lazuli is just in like a state of bloodlust. It's very white out in the brain. Yes.
Uthal and Sticky,
Sticky!
Yeah, Sticky
Uthal
got
and
it.
Sticky you do see something on the horizon. We'll get to that in a second. Oh wow, lots of good rolls. Yeah, so basically everybody in the party except for Lazuli, who's like still full of bloodlust, does notice something. So like, if you were like, let's say from where the Me and my bad drawings. Okay, so like here's the dome. Here's like cliffs, and like in the distance is buildings. You guys are kind of like here. So like, all right. I love these bad drawings. So you guys came from the dome.
Yep.
And like you see buildings in the distance.
Yep.
Not to scale. Let's say there's like cliffs that you'd follow to get there. You guys are like here where the star is. That's where you killed the monster. You kind of see something in the distance going north on the cliffs, kind of towards where you're headed, you know, but closer to where you're at. And also, FYI, the monster's blood was acidic, so you do see splashes of the car's already damaged. You see splashes where it fell of like it kind of eating away at the metal of the car or of the seats. You know, it's still a little workable, but that didn't help the car any.
Oh.
Okay.
All right. We want to drive over there while we can.
Sounds good.
Yes, that seems wise.
I think what Gaelish would like to do, given the danger that we've had, and also it's another vehicle, and also Sticky was scary, is cast Find Steed.
Oh, what does that do?
That basically means I summon a spirit that forms an intelligent, strong critter that I can ride around, and it's also helpful in combat.
I love this.
You're gonna have a moon pony. That's awesome.
That's exactly what I'm thinking. I can choose like their alignments. I'm thinking celestial is one of the things, and I can summon. It looks like I get to choose between a warhorse, a pony, a camel, an elk, or a mastiff. I'm doing a warhorse on the moon, like a moon warhorse. Like, come on.
Love it.
Love it. Moon horse, moon horse, moon horse.
Is it subject to like normal horse, like you have to feed it and oxygen and all that stuff? Or is it just okay to be on the moon without like anything?
Well, it's a spirit, right?
Okay.
So that's where I'm coming from. Like, I think it would work here.
Magic
I'm not seeing anything about feeding it.
And it just lasts forever?
This is
or-
absolutely how I
until
thought I would be an adult.
It's I mean, when its hit points drop to 0, it disappears.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't see anything about feeding it
Cool.
or anything.
Yeah, that makes
Casting
sense.
time 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So could I just sit here and meditate and catch up with them?
I love it. You're like, I'm not getting in that metal contraption. I know
Yeah.
what it does.
Now, I learned some things on the journey here in like the time warp thingy thing that we went through. I'm gonna do this.
One
and
other
people with short legs, like Lazuli, if you want to ride later.
All right, I'll certainly keep you in mind. Sounds very exciting.
I meant on the horse.
Yes,
Yay!
I was right with you, dear. Not to worry.
Okay.
I was gonna ask how many people can fit on this horse.
I'm not sure, but Gaelish is very small, so.
Oh, that's true. So yeah, at
And
least
it's
like
a
one or two other
warhorse.
people. Yeah. I'm just imagining like all of you like sitting on this horse and like the body just keeps lengthening as people like scary but true. Okay, so Gaelish is gonna stay behind for a little bit, meditate and get this horse. The rest of you, I assume, are driving to the cave. Yes?
Yes.
I'm driving whoever wants to get in. Yep.
Okay.
I
in.
will be getting in with you, yes. Use up.
Okay.
As will I. Yes.
All right, so you make it to the cave just fine. Is there anything you want to do before you go in the cave?
That sounds ominous.
Look around probably before we just stick our heads in it.
Look for
Yeah.
present danger. I would like to do that.
Uthal's gonna cast a light on his mace and hold it up like a torch.
Okay.
For the cave.
Uthal's got light, and Oh wait, was that Sticky who wanted to? Were you casting a spell? Or
No, I just
doing a
wanted
check?
to look for dangerous items.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And Sticky wants to look around. I'm kind of hinting. Do you guys need rest?
Oh.
I'm hit, but not badly. Like, I can keep going. It gets more interesting.
I need a long rest more than I need a short rest at this point, and I
Oh.
don't think we're going to sleep 8 hours outside the cave.
You could. I mean, nothing's
We could
stopping
just
you.
Do
look
our
in the
suits-
cave and then head over to the buildings and maybe take our rest there.
Yeah.
You guys
Do
like
our
to live dangerously.
Well,
our
it does
suits
make
have
it
a
more interesting.
a time limit of oxygen?
Oh, in your suits? We're just not going to worry about that.
Okay.
Your time limit is. Let's make life easier. Yes, Spencer, they denied the rest. The chat is like, really? They didn't want to rest? Really? Yeah, they didn't want to. I tried. What can I say? Yeah, very hardcore, Matthew. So hardcore. You guys are just like balls to the wall.
Just didn't seem right.
I
Yeah.
don't know what it is that they see us rolling and they hating.
They hate man, or we're I don't know, something's coming.
Your chat doesn't want you to die.
I'm only 10 points down.
I'm
So-
halfway.
We'll say, just to make life easier, the suits are fine as far as like oxygen. I'm not really worried about like encumbrance or eating or anything like that. But where you do have to worry about is your timer on how alive you are versus when you revert to your zombie state. That's really the only timer we've got, which I don't think is a spoiler because you guys already knew that. So
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Is that sure let's go or sure let's rest?
Look, if we rest, we're going to lose what little aliveness we currently have.
That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah,
Good
that's
point.
right. That's why I think we need to keep going.
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep going while we're hot.
And we are.
Yes.
So we'll assume that Gaelish caught up. Are you going to ride that warhorse into the cave?
Sure. If there's enough clearance.
I mean, good thing you're short, right? Because then you're
Yes.
not hitting your head on the cave.
Sort of a jockey situation.
How tall would a warhorse be? Like,
I feel like they'd be pretty.
Oh.
They're big. Like I'm thinking like those Clydesdale, Budweiser. Those things are huge, right?
Several
okay,
things.
okay.
Yeah. So it might get a little cramped for your horse after a while. You might have to leave him up front, or tie him up somewhere. But for now, it's spacious enough that you can ride with him into the cave. What do you guys want to do? Just charging ahead, or what's happening?
Well, I thought we were going to kind of investigate around the cave, see if there's
Yes, we're
dangerous
looking for
things
imminent
afoot.
danger.
Okay.
And loot.
And
And
loot.
loot. Okay. Who wants to roll investigation?
Ooh.
Just one person? I've
Yeah, you
only
can
got
all.
a +3, so if someone is stronger, that should be they.
I
also
also have a
plus
3.
I think +3 is the highest we have.
All right.
Well, I'll give it a shot.
I believe in you, darling.
Ooh.
It's a natural 20.
Nice.
+3 is a 23. All right, Roshini, give it to me.
So as you look around, you do see some bones, they're bones, like the flesh is off them, they've been there for a while. They
Human
don't
bones?
I was gonna say they don't necessarily look human,
Okay.
and you do kind of smell like a stench coming from the cave. Uthal, how far does your torch or your light permeate?
I will look. The object sheds a bright light in a 20-foot radius and a dim light for an additional 20 feet. So 40 feet all the way around, but the first 20 is pretty bright. The next 20 is a little dimmer.
Okay. So what you see in that first 20 it's a cave. You know, you see like stuff growing on the walls and just cavey kind of stuff. In the dim part, it looks like more of the same. And then beyond that, you cannot tell, but it goes deep, like beyond like the 40 feet. So it's definitely a lot deeper into the cliffs. Like think of these cliffs as kind of like a little mountain range. So it's going pretty far in there. And I think this is a good place to stop for the night.
But before we do, is that literally all I see? That's it.
You see bones, you smell like the stuff coming out of the cave. So you know something has been feeding or like got in the way of.
There's no treasure.
Oh. Well, not right up front.
Well, that is disappointing. All right. Till next time.
I can't believe you guys don't want to rest.
Don't want to lose the little advantage we have.
Oh my word.
If we rest, we lose all our powers.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand the whole you can rest when you're dead, but you might be dead before you can rest. Out of curiosity, where's everybody at health-wise?
39 of 49.
Okay. Not
Sticky is 34 of 38, and Galish is 29 of 34.
Okay.
Uthal shrugged off that damage, so it was 38 of 38.
Okay.
Yuza is 15 of 27.
Oh dear.
Oh wow.
Okay. So by the way, if you say something, I've got some cleric spells I can whoop on you if you want.
Oh yeah, that would be great.
Okay.
And Galish and Sticky both have other things they can do too, like food that restores health, and I think Galish has one of those healing spells, Cure Wounds.
Yep. I can
I was going to say, you had good berries from the last.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you should still have them. I don't think you guys ever used them, right?
We used one.
We used one on Sticky.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you have berries? Okay. Well, that's fine. I mean, I can cast spells too. We could do the...
So everyone's helpful except Lazuli, who just kills everything. That's fine.
I set things on fire. I would probably like a spell because I'd probably like more healing than the one I think it is that good berries are.
Let me cast Cure Wounds real quick. I'll cast it as a 2nd level spell. And let's see if we can get you back. How about 15?
Oh, yeah.
See,
Nice.
Rashini, who needs rest when we're tanks?
But you'll eventually need spell slots, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
I mean, I'm not saying we're not going to regret this, but
Yeah, but the problem is, if we revert back to zombie form, then
we don't have any spell slots.
Yeah, it's nothing.
Exactly.
And so, and all of our ability to do damage is cut to almost nothing. So might as well make hay while we can.
Exactly.
Yep.
The only one who has a right to regret it is Max because he wasn't here for the decision.
He's like, I wanted a rest, you guys.
Oh, it's Max. He probably was like, oh no, let's keep going. Yes.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we will find out what happens with our group of adventurers in the cave next week, and if they'll just never take a rest for this entire campaign. Like that. Thank you so much, guys. Make sure you follow us online on Instagram and X at Punch and Roll. That's PUNCHNROLL. You can also find all of us online there, our individual Instagrams and all that stuff. And yeah, we will see you next week on the 25th, I believe. I don't have my calendar in front of me. On the 25th.
Yes.
1 week.
All right.
Sounds right.
1 week. See you guys there.
Bye.